and take three. Okay, so I get this question quite often, and it comes up in discussions when I'm not only looking at listing a property, but I'm also working with buyers that have a lot of questions about tax valuations and assessments. So there's really a lot that goes into this. I'm not going to get into every single bit of the details with that, but I just want to kind of give you an overview of how to really consider tax assessed value when you're considering buying or even selling a property. So the county, the city, the state that you live in will do assessments from time to time. That could be a couple of years, 4 years to 7 years in some cases. Where we live in New Hanover County, there was a period of time almost 20 years ago that they were doing assessments every 4 to 7 years, and those values were changing because the market was increasing. The values were changing quite rapidly, and then we hit dips like with the recession of 2008, 2009, and also when COVID hit, we had another dip. So since COVID, we've seen almost doubles in prices, and I think everybody can relate to that and experience when they're considering buying or selling their home, that they can see the values have definitely gone way up from where they were during the COVID period. That being said, the county of New Hanover County has actually done reassessments in the recent past, like within the last 6 months. I got a lot of calls, got a lot of texts and messages, emails that were neighbors, past clients, friends, family members kind of freaking out thinking, hey, my tax assessment has valued now double of what it used to be. I'm afraid I'm going to be paying way more tax than I have been in the past. And that's not always necessarily true either, because 9 times out of 10, a county will usually either try to reduce that tax base rate if they increase the value so that your tax payment shouldn't go up a tremendous amount, because they understand people have to still pay their taxes and afford to be able to pay their taxes. So if the valuations go up, a lot of times the tax rate will stay the same or maybe even dive just a little bit so that they can increase their tax base but keep the taxes roughly the same. So you're going to see maybe not a 50% increase in your tax bill, but you might see at least a 25 to 30% increase given the fact that we have doubled in price since COVID. So when you're looking to buy or even sell a house, don't consider the tax assessed value a hard number, because it really depends on what's selling in your neighborhood, what's selling in the region or your county. I think it's really the most current sales that are going to affect what the true values of any one particular property is going to be. You can ask an appraiser and they'll probably tell you the same exact thing. It's really what a buyer's willing to pay for the house or the property and what a seller's willing to sell it for. So at the end of the day, tax assessed value is not really going to give you much more confidence in what the actual value is of your home. So this is where you might want to reach out to a professional like me or anyone else that you might know that you've been working with in the past, or even call your appraiser that maybe did your loan or did a refinance for you, and they can probably at least give you a ballpark of what to expect. So that being said, if you have any other questions specifically about tax assessed value compared to what a market valuation would be on your home or your property, I'd be happy to speak with you about it. So give me a call or DM me, however you're comfortable reaching out. I'd be happy to talk with you, okay? But anyways, you guys have a great day. Look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.